In the city, loving life and trying to survive, but there's not enough time, and there's not enough wine in the world. Basically adulting. Basically adulting.
Hey friends, it's Erin Waddell
and Luisa Diaz, and welcome back to Basically Adulting.
Shout out to Leighton Fields for writing and singing our introduction song. Freaking amazing. Do you want to give them the wine of the evening?
The wine of the night, brought to you by Boggle Vineyards. It's a Merlot Vintage 2016. It's made in California.
This episode is going to be kind of explaining like what adulting is to us. So we came up with this podcast, Basically Adulting, because we kind of just found ourselves like
struggling,
not complaining, but just like voicing our struggles with adulthood and how frustrating it can be sometimes. And so we kind of just want to explain to y'all,
kind of define what it means to us. I mean, it could
literally mean anything.
Yeah.
Like any kind of like little inconvenience that happens, like it's adulting.
It's first world problem adulting, okay? Because let's be honest, not everybody has our
true
adulting problems.
Yeah. It's kind of spoiled adulting.
Brats, yeah.
We're not brats.
Well,
we appreciate
we're not brats.
Things. We're grateful and blessed. But we still run into inconveniences, and we like to get those out into the open so our stress levels are maintained.
Yeah, you need to let it out. So first we're going to talk about like how we saw adulting as children.
Yeah, like what we actually thought that being an adult was. Like when
it's
we
totally
were kids.
Not what it is.
It's false advertisement. False advertisement when you're a child is what you think being an adult is, and like you just think it's fun and games when you're a kid.
When you're a kid, you're like playing pretend, and you're like, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna be a CEO.
Yeah.
And y'all are gonna be my bitches.
Yeah.
And
I always played teacher, and I always played like house.
Oh, I had fucking high aspirations for myself. I always played CEO or something.
Oh, wow.
Ask Fernanda. Like, we would play...
I didn't even know what a CEO was when I was a kid.
I didn't fucking either, but I just knew they made tons of money.
Well, you're still young. You still have
I know.
hopes.
But that's another thing. Like, I'm 23, but, like, society, like, made me think, like, I'd have my shit together by now. Like, married, I should have been popping kids out by now. Mm-hmm. Should have had at least two, maybe a third one on the way from their standards.
Yep.
And that's totally, like, not what happened.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? I'm 26.
Well,
almost 27, actually.
Oh, yeah.
In August.
It's okay. I heard 30s are the new 20s.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got something to look forward to then.
But, yeah, just society wants us to, like, go to school, go to college, get married, have kids, and it's like the time frame they're giving us, it's not realistic at all.
I think back when we were kids, that's what it did feel like. But nowadays, like, I feel like the stigma of that has been broken. Like, it's not happening as much anymore. Like, people are waiting to get
people
older.
Our age are waiting to, like, have a stable income, especially before bringing a kid in. Because, guys, kids are, like, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Like, and they're keepers. Like, you don't get to give them away.
Well, you technically could.
I mean, you could, but, like, if you're wanting that child, like, they're there for life. That's what I hear from my mom.
That's what people are saying.
You keep them for life.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, people are having kids later, getting married later. But that's also a good
Hopefully
thing.
they're getting married before they're having kids. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. But I've also heard like the divorce rate, like in our generation, like we've brought it down because we are. Well, so you're welcome.
Oh, let's take a call from Fernanda. She's
All
calling
right.
in.
Hello.
Fernanda.
We are currently recording.
You're
Say
on.
hello. No, it's fine. Say hello.
Hi.
We're talking about what adulting means to us.
What does it mean to you?
Adulting? I'm not even there yet.
You're already there. You're already married. You got like
Yeah. All you got left, you're halfway there.
I know.
what does that even mean? You're halfway there.
Like what I just said, the steps. Like all she has left is like finish school and pop a kid out. And she's
There
there
is
by
way more
society.
to life than just getting married, having kids,
tell
and
society
graduating college.
I want to travel.
Yes.
Yes, travel. But wait,
Do
I
it
was
before
just
you
telling
have
her
kids.
that I remember when we were kids, and I'd always want to pretend to be like a CEO or like a rich person with money. Remember? See, not lies.
Yeah.
And Fernanda was the peasant.
No.
No, Fernanda was like my other rich best friend.
No, I just got to see how y'all were and how was the trip.
It was so
It
much
was fun.
It was so much fun. I'm still exhausted from it. Like I'm
Yeah, we
still.
slept all day afternoon.
Oh my god! It was. We slept all yesterday afternoon. I woke up late today on. Like,
Yeah, I woke up before her.
Yeah.
That never happens.
Which is, never happens, and I was like exhausted all day. All day.
Did you work?
Yeah, I worked, but I was like. Sitting
works
on the
from
couch.
home.
Yeah, I work from home on Mondays. So.
Must be nice though.
Yeah.
I always say she's working from home, and she's like,
No,
you're not working.
You're always like, well, you have tomorrow off. And I'm like, no, bitch, I work from home. I still work. I still got a job. But no, it was so much fun. It was a little scary, though, because, like, the water was so high
Yeah,
from
I
all the
flipped
rain.
over.
Yeah, Luisa
Like
almost
a lot
died.
of us flipped over. I almost died. Somebody had to come and save me. It saved me, Mal, and Kelly. Thank God for him. I don't know what we would
know.
have done if he wasn't there.
You would have drowned, bitch.
Well, like my swimsuit was like sliding off, and
Oh,
I was
God.
like, I think I was like panicking or something, and he like grabbed me and he's like, you need to like relax,
Calm
like
down.
relax, and I was like, okay, and then he walked. I'm pretty honest to God, he was probably God because he like walked through that water like no big deal. He literally, I don't know if you saw him. He literally just walked like it was hard to like even stand up because that water was so fucking fast.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just floated on by.
And I caught Kelly because Kelly was floating by, and I caught her and I pulled her in, and we were like, "Oh, I have like bruises on my like. You see those faint bruises?"
Yeah.
I was like wondering all day yesterday, and at the float, I'm like, "What happened?" Until it fucking clicked in my head. It's like, oh, like I fucking almost died.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, it like started pouring down rain.
No, it started storming. Okay, and we're all like paddling. We're like,
What
we
does
need
that
to
mean?
go.
Pouring down rain means storming? No.
Well, not really, because it was pouring down rain. Could just be like it's just.
But
raining.
I wasn't even done with my sentence.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You let her talk.
Yeah, Luisa. This is not the Luisa show.
Sorry. Just I'm a chatty Kathy.
Yeah, she's had 2 sips of wine. Now she's woken up from her nap of the
I
day.
kept yawning for like the past 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Lizzo's tour is being, you know Lizzo, right?
Oh, Lisa Koshy?
No, not fucking Liza Koshy. Lizzo, the Truth Hurts rapper.
Sing it for her.
Why men great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, tell it straight to my face. That
Oh
girl.
my god, no, I never heard her.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, what?
Watch something great on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then go listen to her because she's coming October 5th. And I'd rather go see her here in Dallas than have to travel to like ACL and spend all that money to go see
Yeah.
her. Which would still be good because there's a lot of good lineups this year.
I've never been to ACL.
I haven't
Remember
either.
you told me.
ACL, you guys want to send us some something our way to promote it, we'd be happy to. Just throwing it out there.
How's your new apartment?
Oh, here comes a tour. What was that? Welcome to my crib.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about my mess here, but this is basically the bedroom. It's pretty big. I still have boxes over here.
Oh, yeah.
Join the freaking club.
We still have boxes everywhere. We've been here for a month and a half.
The thing I like is the bathroom
Cute.
because it has a big ass tub, and I've already been in here with a wine and some bowl bath.
Nice.
With what?
Bubble bath.
Oh, I thought you said boba.
And my closet. It's messy though.
Dang, that's a big-ass closet.
Yeah. I can't show you the living room because Smiley's there and he's in his underwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't.
Well, you're showing us your bra, so.
Well, I mean, we're girls.
True.
We're girls. We all wear bras.
I wish I didn't wear a bra though.
Same. I hate bras.
Yeah, same. You don't have to tell me twice.
I know. I'm not wearing one right now.
I'm
you?
I'm wearing just like the.
At home, you wear bras?
We fucking went to CVS to go get wine. I'm not about to
Who cares?
I don't have the same luxury as you do, where people don't notice I'm wearing a bra. People will notice I'm not wearing a bra. Like right now, this is my comfort bra. Like if I were to
like a thunder bra that makes you calm?
No. No, when I take my bra off, hold on.
Oh, she's taking it off.
It's coming off.
Bound chicken, wow, wow.
I wear that on my period. Because the other ones, fucking hurt my boobs.
Yeah.
But see?
Honestly,
they go down. Plus, my nipple's hard.
My nipples are hard all the fucking time. Okay, well, not right now, but normally they are.
They're, down here. Well, normally they're,
I know, but if you're just going to the store, who gives two shits?
Yeah, you cannot tell anything. Me, you could, if I, move. Just come over Sunday.
You could, make dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring you some wine.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Love you.
You too.
Love you. Bye. Have a
Bye. All right. Sorry for the intermission.
I just think that the olden days were more they were expected to, the women at least were expected not even to go to school.
That's a lot of pressure.
But to get married and find the person that you were going to spend the rest of your life with. Also, it was a little bit easier back then because you don't have
phones.
any way to meet people outside of your
Circle.
town or whatever.
Yeah.
You literally knew the people that you knew, and that was
You know
it.
what I love when I hear those stories about oh yeah, I met him before he went to World War II, came back, we got married, and they're still, or isn't Barbara Bush and Senior Bush were like that?
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm sorry. But I love hearing those stories where they're yeah, we met right before he went to the war, and he came back and we're still married. I'm I love that.
Yeah, but
That doesn't
technology
happen now. Doesn't
you can
allow you
literally
that.
meet someone online that excuse me, that's in another country, and you can talk to them forever and ever and build a relationship with them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Never meet them.
It's so crazy.
Or get catfished.
Or get catfished.
Things were so different back then. School was cheaper back then.
Mm-hmm.
Houses in general were cheaper. Our generation doesn't buy houses. That's what I hear. That's what I read somewhere. We rent more, but I could be wrong. You're the realtor.
I am. And the stigma on that is people nowadays are actually buying. There are a lot of people that rent because they are misconstrued that they can't afford a house, but actually mortgages are cheaper than renting, and you're building your equity. That's a podcast for another day.
And it's an investment, yeah.
But younger people our generation, between 20 and 30, are actually buying properties for their dogs. Instead, back in the day, people would buy houses for oh, I need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This one's for the kids, whatever. And now people want a house with a backyard for their dogs.
That's literally my goal. Like, when I graduate, like, I want to be able to at least have a little townhome with a little, like, yard area for Emma. Like, I'm not even thinking kids. I'm thinking my dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's going to be a long time because you're not moving out in a long time.
No.
Because I want you here.
No. I literally, like, I'm like, geez, we're going to be together for a while.
A long time. I'm like, I'm not moving anytime soon.
No.
I was like, I got off work today at 3:30, and I was like, fuck. Luisa doesn't get off work for another 3 hours. I'm so bored without her.
Well, like, technically 4 because I got off at 7.
True.
But.
Yeah, about 4.
Yeah.
I just, like, took a nap. I got to refill my wine. Dang, we're only like 20 minutes in and I've already refilled my wine.
I'm trying to finish mine right now.
Take a drink then.
I'm going to, like, say something that probably, like, a lot of people went through. But I was put a lot of pressure on by my father to, like, I love photography. I don't do it anymore because my dad, like, was one of those people that just, like, be supportive, but don't push me where I'm going to hate it. Mm-hmm. And he like, yes, my work was good. Like, I got first place at, like, the art show at the end of the year at school. Like, yeah, it was really good. Like, I had an eye for shit. But, it's, like, any artist or musician or whoever can tell you, like, you can't, or writer, like, you cannot push it because you get nothing. And, like, you just have to let it come to you. And so he, like, put so much pressure on me. And I was looking forward to it. Like, I even found a school in California for photojournalism and everything.
Oh, well, that's cool.
And he put so much pressure on me. Like, I had a fucking mental breakdown. And, like, I pretty much, like, missed a year of school. Because I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And
just like pushed you over the edge.
And not just that, but it was like I was so stressed because I was like, I am missing a year of school. Like, I am, like, missing out on so much shit. Like, I am, like, way behind all my friends. Like, it felt like so, like, I felt so stressed that year. And but it was because it's like, oh my God, I'm not gonna graduate on time. Like, I was so embarrassed to even say I was gonna graduate late or something.
Yeah.
And that's, like, something, like the stigma they've put, like, you have to be done in 4 years, and you don't.
No.
Like, you take your time. Like, there's so many people I know that, like, I changed their major twice, or, like,
well, the guy that I dated in school, in college, it took him 7 years to graduate. It took my dad 7 years to graduate, and that was, like, back in dinosaur land.
The Stone Age.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, like, I know, like, a lot of people out there probably feel stressed. Like, it's like, oh my God, like, I need to go to college. And, like, yeah, like, if you want a specific job, like, a specific career that you want, like, yeah, go for it. But don't feel pressured to go. Like, go to community college. Like, you don't have to go to a 4-year school. Like, go to community college. Like, get your basics. Like, test out the waters.
But go if you want to go.
Yeah, don't waste your money, guys. Like, don't. I really, like, one thing I hate is when kids show up and then they don't show up for the rest of the class. Yeah. It's like, you paid for this class. Like,
or
don't do that.
Their parents paid for the class. Yeah. Yeah.
I could not.
Yeah, my mom would kill me if I, like, failed school. Because she paid for it, so she was like, you better... Like, I always went to class.
They're not
I always
cheap
did my
either.
homework. I always, like, showed up and, like, passed all my classes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she'd be like, I'm not paying for it. And then I would be, like, really screwed.
Yeah.
And I finished, like, in 4 years. Like, I did summer school. I did mini-masters. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I did everything that I was supposed, like, what the stigma tells you to do. But I also, like, had a good time doing it. I also studied abroad. And I also... like, was in a sorority, and I, like, made friends that I'll have forever, and it was cool because I also got a minor. Like, I took so many classes that I also got a minor, and not just my bachelor, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Take advantage of things while you're in school. That's another thing, like, a lot of people don't know. Like, there's so much shit you get for free at school. Like, don't be afraid to ask. Like, I remember touring colleges, like, I toured UT Austin and Texas State, and they literally, like, half of the shit they were showing us, they're like, yeah, so this is part of your tuition, this is part of your tuition, this is part of your tuition.
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of people do not even know that.
Yeah. Well, I think, too, like, with, like, my sister going off to school, like, it's been a good almost 10 years since I've actually gone to college or, like, started school, like, with the applications and all this stuff. And so my sister is going to school, and, like, she doesn't know, like, which questions to ask. And so it's, like, very prominent that you, like, do your research and, like, figure out the information that you need to know and, like, what questions are important for you to ask and which ones you can, like, kind of find out later. Like, if you are doing student loans, if you are, like, living on campus, if you're buying a food pass
card
or whatever, you know, and, like, those types of things, like, you need to know before you actually, like, go to campus, and, like, how much are books going to cost. Like, all of that kind of stuff is, like, you don't even think about that when you're applying for school. You're just so stressed about, like, taking your test and, like, going to, like, preparing to move in. And so, like, I haven't even thought about, like, the application process. And my sister
think it's still
and
the same.
Everything, like, I don't really remember everything being online, but it probably was.
I've always applied online.
I know, but you're younger than me, too. Like, we didn't have, like, our internet was way slower.
Oh, true.
Like, when we were applying for college.
Yeah.
Like, we had AOL.com when I was in school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's how old I am.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was, like, trying to think. I was like, did I write out my application? Like, yeah. I kind of feel like I did, but I could be wrong. I could just be making shit up in my head.
I don't know.
Because I've already am, like, losing my brain.
The other day at work, we were talking about how, like you just mentioned, like, we're so worried about, like, our tests at school and everything that we don't even, like, focus on, like, what to ask in college or, like, what to do even.
Yeah.
And, like, but in high school could prepare us for, like, adulthood, like, so fucking hard. Mm-hmm. It's, like, and then, you know what I hate? Like, people will go and complain. They're like, oh, they don't know how to write a check or they don't know how to do their taxes. It's like, I'm sorry. You were teaching me a isosceles triangle in fucking sophomore year when you could have been teaching me how to do my taxes or, like, balance a checkbook.
I read this article, and it was, like, this woman who is has come up with a curriculum for basically adulting, you know, like doing your taxes,
balancing a checkbook,
balancing your check, like
budgeting and stuff.
All of that stuff. And I'm like, that is so smart and will help our students and become better adults.
Better citizens in general. Better for the economy and everything.
Yeah. Like, people won't go into debt as much as they probably are in, like, if they know how to balance their checkbook. Yeah,
like,
budget.
Everyone's credit scores would be so much. Like, I remember when I first opened my first credit card, which I closed now. I had no idea how credit cards work because you don't know. You don't know.
My mom made me open a credit card when I went to college because she was like, she still paid for my rent, but she was like, you need to open a credit card. It'll be in your name. It was linked to her account, and she just paid off my my rent with it. And so I started building credit when I was 18.
That's good.
So I paid off. It was only for my rent. So I paid my rent for it, and then she just paid it off every month for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents didn't really know how credit. But then again, like, they didn't really. I was a very independent child because I had to learn how to do things on my own because my parents were not from this country.
Yeah.
So they didn't know a lot of stuff. So which is why, like, a lot, if my family's listening, it's why you don't like me because I am so.
Your family loves you.
I'm the white Mexican of the family, let's be honest. But it's like I had to learn how to do a lot of stuff by myself because they didn't understand the system.
Yeah.
But yeah, opening my first credit card was a mess.
Well,
I paid it off,
at least
though.
you learned. And now you're more prepared for
it. But I did read an article today that says, like, in 10 years, kids like the kids coming up won't know how to write a checkbook or like do a lot of the stuff that we do, which is like really like tells you a lot about our educational system.
Yeah.
Like y'all could be teaching us how to do our taxes, like write a checkbook. What's another
I
budget?
feel like this could be we could go on and on about the education system. Like,
we could.
and another we could.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Let's
because
scratch
that
it.
can literally
Go on forever. I also thought like as a child that I would just have lots of like brunches and lunches with my friends.
Yeah, like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, all the Real Housewives.
All the Real Housewives. Like, let's just fucking go on trips.
Or even the Kardashians. Like, they'll cut to a scene and it's them just like lounging by the pool.
Yeah.
Chatting. And I'm like, I thought you guys owned, like, one of you owns a makeup company or something. I'm like, what are you doing?
They have other people to manage.
I know.
That's what you get. That's when you're the CEO, Luisa, you'll understand.
What? I don't know. I won't ever be a CEO.
Yes, you will. Why would you say that?
No, like, with the degree I'm going with.
But you could be a CEO.
I could be a CEO. So watch out,
attitude,
CEOs. I could be a CEO.
You can have a CEO of your own damn company. You don't have to tell other people to watch out. Just have them support
What
you.
kind of company I'd have? I don't know. It'll come to me.
A fucking risk management company. I'll be your fucking
true.
PR person.
There we go. Teamwork.
All right, cool. Glad
Let me
we just
check this
figured that
line.
out. Yeah, I feel like TV gives children
False
and
reality.
even young adults like false reality of what to expect in real life, because that's not real life, people. Real life is not as
Glamorous.
and glamorous, exactly.
Like you watch Friends or even like this might did you ever watch Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
You know the one like the spinoff where they go to college?
Ooh, I don't think I watched that.
No,
one.
you didn't.
No.
Well, that one was very like false as well, because all they did was like spend it in like the common area,
Yeah.
playing pool or like
Well,
drinking.
yeah, like,
I'm
and did you ever watch Degrassi? Or was that-
I could never get into it.
Ah,
It
that
would
was
always come on. I could just never get into it.
the first cast was the best.
I just could never
Like Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
He-
watch like little bits and pieces, but I just could never like.
I wish they would put that back on Netflix because I would definitely rewatch
Was it on Netflix?
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah, it was.
know.
At one point, I think, or the newer season. One of them was, but.
It
Anyways,
was a good show when I did watch it, or even that
It was
'70s
very
show.
No, Degrassi was like very real,
Realistic.
like more real and like hit issues that were actually like would actually be
Happening.
going on.
Yeah.
You know, so I enjoyed that part about it, but it was still like I don't know. It did happen. Like the setting of the show was ultimately the school, like where the drama would happen.
Yeah,
Anyways, but yeah, like Friends, like that's probably a prime example because they're like
yeah, because
this
all they do
age.
is like hang out in the coffee
All
shop,
they do is go and hang out. At the
have
coffee
breakfast at
shop.
Monica's.
Yeah,
I don't get it. They'll be like having breakfast together. And I'm like, what time is it? Like, when do you guys
Yeah.
go to work? And then they'll come back to watch Days of Our Lives for lunch.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
The,
It's
did
crazy.
I miss something? Did I miss anything?
It's still a great show, though. I will never stop watching it.
I love it.
My kids will watch that show.
Yes, they will be saying, how you doing? That'll be their first sentence.
All right, so now, like, since we've grown up, how have your views on adulthood changed? That's
A lot.
obvious
Yeah.
question, but
Well, like,
pretty much all your stigmas have been tossed out the
Yeah,
window.
definitely.
And all of your dreams have been
Everything.
shattered.
definitely. Like, you have to be so responsible. Like, so responsible. Like, I have to remember to drink water.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a challenge.
that's like I'm 23. I shouldn't have to remember to drink water, but I do.
Yeah.
And just like there's so many responsibilities, like paying your bills, balancing, budgeting, doing your dishes, doing your
Eating-
laundry,
eating
eating
healthy.
healthy, going to the gym. Like they're all just very paying your gas, getting your car serviced. I have to do that this weekend.
I know. My brother would be mad at me because I still haven't gotten my oil changed.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. I have a coupon. Do you want me to print you a coupon?
No, I'll just get my brother to do it for free. Or my dad. Oh, we need to put our thing out. Go do it. Remembering to put your trash out. Remember, go, go, go. She's literally running to put the trash out.
But yeah, my stigma definitely, like, when I first got my first paycheck, it's like so exciting. You're like, oh my God, I get to spend it on like something stupid. Don't. Fucking save that shit.
Yeah, you should save at least 10% of your paycheck every time.
Like,
put
open
in a little
a savings account.
Yep. Put in a little savings account and save it for a rainy day.
Yes. I opened a savings account on my 18th birthday. Well, like, in high school, my checking account and everything was, like, attached to my dad's. And when I turned 18, I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Gotta separate. So I did.
Yeah.
Handle my own monies.
Now, with understanding and, trying to understand how to live and not die.
Yeah. You know what I hate, which my mom hated, which now I hate about myself? It's like, my mom would be like, don't forget to take out the chicken, like, in the morning.
Oh, to, like, de-thaw the chicken?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'd fucking forget. So then when I'd get home from school, I'd be like, fuck! And I'd quickly throw it in the sink and pour hot water in it and let it, like, sit there. And I'm like, please thaw as fast as you fucking can. Now when I get home and I'm like,
oh, yes,
picking up our trash.
Trash can, man. Can.
When, like, let's say we want to have something for dinner, we're like, fuck, we forgot to take it out of the fucking freezer.
Yeah, I definitely understand my mom's pain.
We either eat popcorn or tuna for dinner that night.
What is in our trash can?
The empty vodka bottle.
Oh my god. Maybe that's why.
Drink water. I read a meme.
Maybe
I don't know if I
we
saved it.
Are having such a hard time surviving because we like have empty.
That's another thing,
vodka
guys.
bottles in our.
Being an
trash
adult,
can.
like when you want to go and have fun, like you want to go out and drink and have fun with your friends, you have to think about the consequences after.
Oh yeah.
Like being hungover. Like when you're in a 2-day bender.
Yeah, like we just got back. God. We were talking about that river trip that we just got back from. Y'all, we died.
I'm surprised I was like standing. I'm surprised some of our friends were like standing on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of them. I was like, how are you still alive?
We literally drank from basically
Friday at 5.
5 o'clock on Friday until, well, everyone went to bed.
I did.
So early on. I did not. I don't like to go to bed early. Like, I like to
I was exhausted.
I like to
But then
hang.
again, you didn't flip off a tube.
True. And I took a nap. But I also swung off a rope swing.
Yeah, Erin was the only one of our group to, like, find a comfortable spot on her tube to go to sleep for you slept for an hour and a half is what it seemed like.
What? No, I did not.
An hour max. Yes.
No, I didn't.
Because that whole little area where we were floating, we were there for 2 hours. Because one of our friends, John, looked at the time and he's like, oh, it's 2:40. By the time we got to the rope swing, it was like almost 4. So you slept for an hour.
Well,
max.
Well, then that's why I stayed up later than everyone.
Yeah. I didn't. I fell off my tube with a bunch of other girls at the very beginning.
But also, like, even if I was tired, like, I don't like to go to... I like to be, like, the last one for whatever reason. I don't know
Did someone
why.
ever, like, paint on your face when you were a kid?
I don't know. Maybe. Like, I don't like to be... I want to, like, hang out and have fun with everyone. But it was literally, like, only me and John. And Tyrone.
He is so loud.
It's not Tyrone. It's Tyrone.
Tyrone.
I literally had to ask him how to pronounce his name because I was like, is it Tyrone or Tyrone? And he was like, just call me T. And I was like, no, I want to know how to pronounce it. And then, like, I just fucked it up again.
Oh, my God. So we had, like, 4 handles of vodka. 2 of them were gone by the end of the trip.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was bad.
Jello shots, Capri Funs.
Truly's, White Claws.
Yeah, oh my God. We could have been sponsored by Truly, honestly.
Yeah, we were supposed to, like, lay them all out on the counter and, like, take a picture.
Yeah, but they were gone before anyone could take a picture.
Yeah, Flip Cup is a great way to get you started. Girls won.
Dominated, yes.
We were so good. Like, there was, like, a time where it was like
7-0.
It was like Mel, Kelly, Brittany, me. We all got it on the first try.
And literally the boys were so mad. They were just like, fuck this shit.
Connor was so mad. He's like, that group, no. He kept getting so mad.
They're like, okay, girls, like, what do you think about, like, mixing it up? And everyone's like, no. Why would we
and
do
then
that?
we turned up Truth Hurts.
Oh, God.
And we got, oh, my God.
If you haven't heard that song, go listen to it.
Oh, it's so best. Good. It's like it's my anthem right now.
Keep doing what you're doing, girl.
Yes.
We love you.
This meme I pulled up, it says, my hobbies, besides walking around petting strangers' dogs, alcohol.
Yeah.
Like,
true. Amen to that. Amen. Honestly, guys, like, we're still trying to figure it out. Like, there's no
handbook to being an adult.
Just like there's no handbook to being a parent, or so I've heard. There's no handbook. Like, there's no handbook of being a good adult.
No,
like,
they literally
have to try and fail again, and like that's, you learn from your mistakes, and that's literally how you get better at everything. Is like, you have to fail and learn from your mistakes in order to know what you need to do better, and like how you can succeed, and
like, oh, okay, like, that didn't work for me, I'm gonna try this route.
Yeah
Really, adulthood is I'd never
and error.
What?
Trial and error.
That, but like, for some of you as kids, like, they just, to teach you how to swim, they just throw you in the fucking water.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much adulthood. So
yeah,
wear your floaties.
My advice, like, have a group of people that like support and love you. It makes it like 10 million times easier, like, when you are struggling through something. And that's kind of like why we wanted to create this podcast. Like, I'm just going to bring
we want to create a community of
support.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just going to bring it full circle, and like, this is a place where like, we're going to be transparent with you and like our struggles and like things that we're going through in life, and like if you feel comfortable, like, you can reach out to us, and like, hopefully we can help you in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have a group
we have a great group of friends.
Great group of friends that we know we can reach out to, and like, our families are very supportive of everything that we like want to do in life, and like give 100% their love and support. And so I feel like that's really something that I lean on to like get me through every day, like, knowing that I have that, and like how blessed and grateful I am to have all of those people in my life.
Cut out like the negative people in your life. If they're not bringing any positivity, like, if they're just bringing you stress and you're not, you feel like you're stuck in a place, cut them out of your life, because all they're going to do is they're just going to bring you down, and you're not going to go anywhere. You want to surround yourself by people that like lift you up, support you. If you want to do something, like, and they're there to support you, like, fucking, like, keep those people around. That's a huge part of adulthood. Like, you have to
out.
And
that's a learning process. Like, you want to be accepted, you want to be popular, you want people to include you in everything, but you have to take a step back and look to see if these are the type of people that you want to surround yourself with, because they could ultimately lead you down a bad road, and they're not going to be there to pull you out. Yeah, they're gonna let you.
They could probably leave you behind.
They would
not care.
If they're not good people, they'll fucking let you just drown.
Yeah.
And I've been in that situation before. When I was in high school, I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, and they didn't give two shits about what like my future or my path was going to be. And I ultimately had to cut ties with all of those people and create new friendships and make the current friendships that I had with good people stronger. And ultimately, those people are my best friends still today. Yeah. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. You know, like, sometimes, like, you have to cut everyone off, and you have to regroup yourself and re-love yourself in order for you to even make relationships with anyone else, because I feel like you can't have a relationship with someone else
if you don't love yourself.
Yeah,
I've always preached that. Like, you have to love yourself and like accept who you are, accept your mistakes, your failures, like everything, for you to give yourself your 100% to like everybody else. Like, whether that's your parents, your significant other, like your friends, like you have to love yourself fully, like 100%.
As women, like, yeah, boys are great and everything, like, woohoo, they're fun, whatever, but best friends are meant to be your soulmates, and guys are just meant to live with. And I feel like we have a really good support system, and that really helps us, like, when we fuck up. Like, I know that, like, you're always going to be there to like,
I
like
back drop everything for like any friend of mine.
Yeah, you would, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's always good to have those types of friends in your life.
It is.
But also, besides having like a good group of friends, like, make sure like you're getting involved in like something that you enjoy. Like, Luisa and I just joined this kickball league with our friend Mel J, and she, like, and a big group of her friends who we're not like super close with, but it's like super fun to just like get out and meet people. You know, and like get out of our comfort zone.
Especially like in a time we live in now where we have like Netflix, and you have like fucking food at a press out of, you have food delivered like with the click of a finger. Like, go join like a volleyball league, a kickball, like whatever, running league, a church group, like
anything to get you out of the
cooking
house.
class, like whatever it is that interests you. Like, there are a gazillion of things to do. A dance class, meet people, like put your phone. That's one thing I loved about kickball last week. Like, we all had our phones aside, and we were all just like talking,
shooting the shit.
We're all just like laughing around.
Y'all, Luisa busted her ass because it had just rained. So she kicked the ball, and she was running to first, and then there's like, after first, there was like
5 feet
big ass mud puddle, and she had almost slipped on it before, and she totally forgot that it was there the second time, and literally almost did the splits. Oh my god! I wish I had.
I remembered too late. Like, I was like, "Oh shit!" and I stopped, and I probably should have kept going.
Yeah.
If I had kept going, I probably wouldn't have slipped.
But like, one foot kept going and one foot stopped, and you just were like, It's like a little baby.
And I fell on my ass.
Like, you shit your pants.
Yeah, I did. And then they're like, everyone's like, let's go out for like a drink. And I'm like, afterwards. And so when we were all sitting and we had to scoot over, one of the guys, Rod, was like, you left the booth all wet. And I'm like, you know what? I slipped on my fucking ass over there, okay? I got it as a home run. Like, I never got a strike or whatever. I think this Wednesday I was like really like timid to like really kick the ball hard.
You should fucking just.
I just fucking like should just go and like kill it. But the team we played this time were like
super fucking easy.
Yeah, so easy. I don't know what we were so scared of. A lot of us were like, oh my god, they look young, they look prepared, they look fast. No, we like fucking won 17-0.
Have you ever played kickball before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing you play in like middle school when like all the what's it called? All the sports are off season and it's like the end of the summer. Kickball's so much fun.
Off season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Sorry.
Hiccups. So get involved, and then also
don't get in a job that you don't like.
Yeah, that's true. Because I've been in a job for the past like 2 years. It's been a great opportunity. However, I literally loathe going into work. I absolutely hate it. It gives me anxiety. I just hate it so much. The only thing that I like about it is that my mom works there and like I get to spend time with her.
Yeah.
And like I'm sad that I'm literally putting my 2 weeks in tomorrow.
Dun dun dun. Those are always like, I don't know. I'm not scared. I'm just like.
Well, there's nothing that they can do. Like, what are they gonna do?
No, they can't like make you stay. I'm just like, when I turned my things in, our old boss like came in like within the hour and was like, why are you leaving? Like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, because
this is like,
I have a better opportunity. This is not, like, if I wanted to be a teacher, sure, like, I'd stay there.
Yeah.
But, no. I'm not moving anywhere in this company. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I've stayed in the same spot. I've gone as high as I could.
Mm-hmm.
My pay is not going any higher.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Like, I had a sacrifice. Like, I had a great schedule, 7 to 3, but it was like, I'm not getting anywhere with my life. Like, I need to go and, like, get experience. And
you don't know what you don't know, people.
that's right.
That's why we're, like, harping on, like, schools, like, talking, like, getting, at least, like, having a conversation with kids about, like, shit that they need to know for when they go off to school. Like, they press that you need to go to college, you need to do this, this, and this. But it's like, okay, like, I need to go to college. Like, how am I going to pay for college? Like, what if my parents can't afford to pay for my college? Like, what do I need to do? Do I need to, like, go get a loan? Like, how do I do that? Like,
do I apply for scholarships? Which scholarships do I apply to?
all of that
FAFSA,
stuff.
like, everything. There's a lot of things that, like, that's what we're here for. Like, we're happy to, like, maybe lead you in the right direction and stuff. We'll try. We're not experts. Things do change over the years.
Yeah. But a lot of this information, guys, if you do your research, you can figure out what you need.
Don't be afraid to call, like, the advisors. Like,
no,
the advisors in every single school are there to help you out. Like, when I go to see my advisor, I ask, like, 500 questions. Any questions that pop into your head, don't be afraid.
But back on to loving the job that you're in.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, don't be afraid to ask for a raise.
Have you done that yet?
No, I'm planning on to right now.
Okay, so this will be we can definitely, like, go over this on another episode. Luisa asking her boss for a raise, because that's, I think, is important for you to do. And then I can also talk about what it was like for me to resign from my job. My last day at my job will be July 5th. So y'all are listening to this hopefully on July 3rd. And yeah, my last day will be
That Friday.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I feel like you should, like, are a drunken
I'm not drunk.
hillbilly that's drank 50 whiskeys at the bar on Friday night.
Guys, do what you love. Don't be afraid to ask for anything at work. I've always been told, do it right the first time so you don't have to go back and do it again.
Yeah, that should be an everyday fucking life.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that, okay?
I know, I work with idiots. I really do work with idiots. You guys have all heard the phrase, like, if you love your job, you won't work in a day in your life. Just make sure that you find something, and it might take a couple of tries. Like, you try something out and you don't like it, like, go try something else. And that's also, like, what I think, like, college should be about. Take a couple classes of, like, what you want to be involved in. And because you might think you want to do something, and then you take a class on it, and you fucking hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like, most colleges give you at least, like, 2 or 3 years before you, like, decide on a major.
Right.
So, like, take advantage of that.
Take advantage of that.
Take one of those, like, I know a lot of them offer you, like, those career cruising quizzes where they, like, ask you, like, different random questions, like, do you like animals? Do you like working indoors? Like, and that will give you, like, an insight of, like,
maybe
your top choice is, like, I don't fucking know, like, a writer or a vet or I don't know, something.
Well, like, if you like animals, like, it could give you, like, the different opportunities with animals. Like, you could be a veterinarian, you could be a zookeeper, you could be a what are the submarine or not
marine biologist.
Yes, a marine biologist. Like, just because you like one thing and you've only ever thought about maybe doing that one thing, like, you might not even know what kind of options you have until you explore those options. There are so many options.
Like, if you guys go and Google, like, let's say you take that quiz and you go and Google, like, what is under that degree, there's so many jobs out there to do, like, and it's endless. Like, we live in such a world, like, there's so much technology and stuff, like, there are endless possibilities for you guys to do things. So don't be afraid. Like, take those quizzes, find out what you really want to do.
But ultimately, guys, like, adulting is hard. Like, once you graduate high school,
you're just kind of, like, thrown out there, and you have to figure it out. And that's really, I think that's what your 20s are about. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, you're only 23.
I'm 23. That's like, that's nothing, really.
It's nothing.
Like, I was 21 2 years ago, and really nothing. I'm still a child.
You are still a little baby.
Still a little baby. Trying to figure shit out.
You, as we said earlier, like, you just live and you learn and you grow, and your failures teach you, like, oh shit, well, I didn't save this paycheck. I should save the next one and the next one and the next one. And then by the fourth one, you have 30% of your check to, like, go and either save for a rainy day or save it for a trip that you want to go on. And, like, we're here to live and learn and tell you our experiences, and hopefully you'll get a little laugh out of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel like that's it for this episode. We've kind of rambled on about what we feel like adulthood is. I feel like you guys kind of get the picture.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about adulthood, you can email us or direct message us at basicallyadulting247 on Instagram or basicallyadulting247@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can reach us either of those ways. You want to follow our personal pages. Mine is at Erin Waddell, ErinWaddell.
And mine is at Miss Luisa Diaz, MSLuisa Diaz.
That's it for now, guys. We're going to go and try to figure out our lives and drink the rest of this bottle of wine. So
Stay young, y'all.
stay young. Cheers.
That was
Wait,
nothing.
that was bad.
That was really
Try
bad.
again.
There we go.